Thank you, Coach Stiss, for agreeing to do this for the newspaper.
No problem at all, Charlie.
Now, you graduated here from Curley. What made you want to come back and help coach the soccer team?
Well, after I left Curley, I graduated in 1987. I went to Towson University, had a great experience there, continued playing soccer there. And I was fortunate enough after Towson to go on and play 8 years of professional indoor soccer in Baltimore. Obviously, soccer's always been a passion of mine. A situation arose where Pep Perella, who was the coach for, I believe, 15 or 16 years, had moved on, and the opening was available. At the time, Father Michael Martin was the principal, so I had spoke with him. There was an opening teaching, and I actually came back to school to teach and coach the varsity soccer team.
Now, you have tons of underclassmen on your varsity soccer team. How do you think that they will help this team in the future? Do you think that it will lead you to any MIAA championships?
Well, I mean, obviously a championship is the light at the end of the tunnel. I certainly, hope to compete for one this year, even though, that's a challenge for the team. But back to the first part of your question, I mean, we're playing a lot of guys, a lot of young players, and the experience they're getting playing against, the top teams in the league who, most of them are playing regularly, players that are 2 and 3 years older than the guys we have. So there's some physical differences there, and the challenge for us is how do we modify, the differences in the physical ability. And the team's done a great job. We play very attractive soccer. We play very team-oriented soccer. We don't really rely on 1 or 2 key guys right now. We're doing it kind of by committee. We have 21 guys on our roster. All of them are good players. So, I mean, most games we're playing 18 or 19 guys in an 80-minute game, and that's kind of unheard of. So it also, having such depth, makes playing time competitive amongst ourselves. So they knew each day when they go out and practice that, they're competing against the guy they're running against, for playing time when comes game time.
Okay, now you beat Calvert Hall earlier in the season, and then you later went on to lose to them on their home turf. How do you think that loss will have an impact on the rest of your season and your postseason play?
I mean, that's a great question. I mean, earlier in the season when we beat them on our home field, 1-0. I thought we played very well, and we were clearly the better team. We go over there and 5-0. Hats off to them.
Now, you being an alumni of this school, how does it feel to come back and get a victory on homecoming, beating John Carroll in overtime?
You know what? Homecoming's special every year, regardless of where the team is in the standings and things like that. This particular homecoming, we were playing against John Carroll, and it was a big game for us to make the playoffs and make that push. So to get a win, to do it in front of so many alums, and it's a special feeling every year. The support that we got from the student body, we had it there for Calvert Hall, we had it there for McDonough. That really gives the kids on our team a push, and we're certainly appreciative of that. But to do it and to be able to enjoy the day with a big soccer win, go down and watch the football team do well, and then have the reception afterwards up in the SDR and talks, the talk amongst the alums. There's a sense of alumni pride when the athletic teams do well.
All right, thank you very much for your time, and good luck in the playoffs.
Thank you, Charlie. Nice speaking with you.